There's a hole in the sky.
Whoa, someone...
Wait. Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
Legit paralyzed with fear. I'm serious.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get a better chance.
I probably ended up playing along with the rest of them if you hadn't asked me out. I owe you my life, babe.
Found him? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
Everything I've ever known is gone. I'm with that plate.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again. I need to prep for my next show.
Everyone who had family back home.
Bet hundreds of people are still trapped under the rubble.
You'd think we'd have ways to dig them out safely.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
What do we need for tomorrow? I want to make sure I'm prepared.
Wear something you can move in, and bring gloves.
You're gonna want to bring a mask, too.
Because of all the dust?
That and the smell. It's gonna be bad.
What you doing here at a time like this?
Bet hundreds of people are still
The first
trapped
thing
under the
we
rubble.
need to do is find a place to take refuge.
Huh?
Found him? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
And I guess there's nothing to go back to.
Looks like we'll be living here for now.
Hey there. We're a pharmacy, but we stock other stuff too. Thanks a bunch.
I never thought the plate would touch the
Found him? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
Anything?
Nothing as of yet, sir.
The first thing we need to do is find a place to take him.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah. Biggs, too. They were both in pretty bad shape.
Damn it, let me through!
But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right.
Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared. Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
I've been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
Wait, it's really gone. I thought it was a joke. My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident, was it?
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
I can't even imagine how it was so.
And now, breaking news. Midgar is in mourning following the collapse of the Sector 7 plate. City officials are currently restricting
just
access
fine,
to
right?
emergency responders
Feel like I'm in a movie or
and
something.
urging people in neighboring sectors to remain indoors until further notice.
Did a plate really fall?
Shinra has announced the establishment of an emergency response team to ascertain the cause of the plate collapse and to determine if any other sectors are currently at risk. Officials currently believe that the bombings of Mako reactors 1 and 5 may be a contributing factor. Once again. And now, breaking news. Midgar is in mourning following the collapse of the Sector 7 plate. City officials are currently restricting access to emergency responders and urging people in neighboring sectors to remain indoors until further notice. Also, Shinra has announced the establishment of an emergency response team to ascertain the cause.
World's just too dangerous these days not to keep a weapon at your side.
Currently at risk. Officials currently believe that the bombings of Mako reactors 1 and 5 may be a contributing factor.
Is there another explosion?
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure. Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it? I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia. I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions. I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research. I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Shaking. Come on, no way it's gonna fall. I'll keep you guys. No way.
First it was all like shaking, then it was all like. It's like everybody's talking about it.
Well, of course they are. I'm sure it gave everyone a right scare.
Do you think that something bad happened?
My heart is still pounding.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her. Maybe you should join your friend upstairs.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shh.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad, because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves now. Take care of yourselves now.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
First it was all like shaking, then it was all like boom.
So, what are we gonna do if our... And now, breaking news. Midgar is in mourning following the collapse of the Sector 7 place. City officials are currently restricting access to emergency responders and urging people in neighboring sectors to remain indoors until further notice. Also, Shinra has announced the establishment of an emergency response team.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident, was it?
This kind of thing isn't supposed to happen.
Over there.
Come on now. There's no need to be afraid. We're all scared.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed? That hundreds of people are still trapped?
She had family.
Everything I've ever known is gone.
Anything?
Nothing as of yet, sir.
I was scared shitless.
Look at every place.
Like someone popped the lid off our world.
This wasn't an accident.
Sector 7 is